This diagram gives us an idea about a comfort zone for the indoor climate. Okay. Now, not necessarily that your existing condition will fit within this comfort zone. It might come somewhere here. If you have dry bulb temperature of say 38 degrees Celsius or 35 degrees Celsius, okay, here this line, and if you have relative humidity of say 60%, then your line somewhere comes over here. Okay, so it comes here. What does this chart suggest? That it is not falling within the comfort zone. Okay, it is not in the indicated line of comfort zone. Then what should be done? Then that suggestion, that recommendation is here. If you follow this line, it says air movement. So this chart recommends you that by the addition of air movement or providing a good ventilation, you can bring down discomfort level of this situation within your comfort zone. Okay, so if you introduce a ventilation or air movement at 1 meter per second, then this point, this discomfort can be converted or brought closer to the comfort zone. Okay, so likewise, this chart gives you an idea about what is comfort zone and how can you modulate or exaggerate the existing scenario by addition of air movement or by addition of heat. Okay, here they are saying radiation watts per meter square. So addition of any radiation, natural radiation, अगर आपने यहाँ पे इंट्रोड्यूस किया, जैसे कि यहाँ पर टेम्परेचर अगर एग्जांपल देते हैं कि अगर 12 डिग्रीज टेम्परेचर है, 12 or say 15 degrees is the temperature which is cool, and you have say 40% humidity or 30% humidity, which is majorly the case in Leh region, which is cold and cloudy, but it is very dry region. So humidity is less and temperatures are also very low. So 15 degrees Celsius and 30% humidity meets somewhere here. So what does this line recommends? It recommends you to provide the radiation or addition of heat. Okay, heat absorb, heat का addition करना है आपको space के अंदर of approximately 400 watts per meter square. Okay, because your see this cursor. Okay, 30% humidity and 15 degrees Celsius temperature. So it meets somewhere here, and if you follow the line, it says addition of radiation at approximately 400, जो 300 और 500 के बीच वाली लाइन है, इसलिए 400 watts per meter square. इतनी हीट अगर इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं तो ये पॉइंट पे होने वाला जो डिस्कम्फर्ट है, you can bring this point closer to the comfort zone. Okay, so if you add the heat, what will happen? This 15 degrees Celsius will rise to 20 degrees Celsius or say 25 degrees Celsius or 22 degrees Celsius. 5 to 7 degrees का चेंज आ सकता है. तो होगा क्या? फिर से हम इस चार्ट को प्लॉट करेंगे for 22 degrees Celsius and 30% humidity. See, your point comes within the comfort zone. So this is the beauty of this chart, which not only tells you that your indoor climate is not comfortable, but also tells you and gives you a recommendation how to make that discomfortable indoor climate into a comfort zone for human. Okay, so this is this question comes for theoretical writing. You will be asked about features of bioclimatic chart, how it is plotted, its uses and its advantages. So you will have to describe bioclimatic chart along with this diagram, which is very simple. Okay, your comfort zone plottings should be marked. Okay, so human comfort के हिसाब से ये comfort zone जो draft किया है यहाँ पे, ऐसा ही आपको diagram बनाना पड़ेगा, and you can write about it, the uses, and how handy this chart comes in. Okay, so let us check the uses of bioclimatic chart. It is used to create 2 points that are plotted for each month. For first point is okay, we have talked about this. Yes. Let's see how to use it stepwise. अगर आप daily data लेते हैं तो आपका एक point आएगा. If I do it for a month, then I'll receive I'll get 30 points, right? But this is not how it works. What you have to do is monthly temperatures का जो सबसे maximum reading होगा वो आप लेंगे और monthly temperatures का जो सबसे minimum reading होगा वो आप लेंगे. वो दोनों points आप plot करेंगे. Then you will connect that line. जब वो लाइन कनेक्ट होगी तो वो लाइन कंफर्ट जोन पर आती है या नहीं आती है, उससे आपको पता चलेगा कि आपका मंथली जो वेरिएशन आता है टेम्परेचर्स में या ह्यूमिडिटी में वो कंफर्टेबल है या नहीं है. टू बी इफेक्टिव द चार्ट इज डेवलप्ड ओवर अ 1 year period. So I'll give you one example of Bangalore. This is a chart, bioclimatic chart, which is plotted for Bangalore, and each line indicates the monthly data. So year round यहाँ पे 12 months का एक plotting किया गया है. Since Bangalore experiences moderate climate, most of the year, most of the lines you see are falling within the comfort zone, right? So what does this mean? The moderate climate year round आपके mostly months comfortable रहते हैं, which is your inference, okay? And the months which are not comfortable can be dealt by the addition of wind or natural ventilation of desired wind speed, right? So interesting. So this is how we are going to learn about each and every climate. This chart is from Arvind Krishnan's book, Climate Responsive Architecture, which is available in the library. I'll recommend all of you to have this book. This book has plotted chart for every zone, okay? So just take reference from that chart. You can make your own chart and add it to your submission. Okay. So climatic data जो आपने collect किया है, उसके बाद में आएगा आपका bioclimatic chart. ठीक है. So आप सब लोगों को bioclimatic chart attach करना है आपके submission को, जो आपकी location का होगा. ठीक है. So you check Arvind Krishnan's book, Climate Responsive Architecture, and tally जो आपने बनाया है और जो book में है क्या वो मैच हो रहा है. Okay, and you will attach it to your next submissions. Okay, so comfort zone. Yeah, a completed bioclimatic chart will indicate the boundaries for different type of passive design strategies. Passive solar heating can be assessed using chart as well as passive cooling strategies. Passive heating strategies. This should be heating. Additionally, the chart can indicate a comfort zone where no cooling or heating is required to maintain. Okay. And architect will use the chart to start planning the type of project best suited for a particular climate or climatic location. Doing so creates the energy efficient bioclimatic buildings that enhance the quality of life for its user. Okay. This is a probable answer for your question to describing of bioclimatic chart and its use. Okay, so these two slides gives you an insight to the importance and advantages and usage of bioclimatic chart. This chart is again detailed out by some of the authors by these diagrams. Okay, so in this diagram you have some additional information, as in where winds are needed to bring down the temperatures, where shading is required, where the sunshine is needed. Okay, so likewise you will find many variations of the same chart done by different authors. So these are some simplified charts for understanding and learning purposes. So if you see this upper chart, it shows you the comfort zone and the bottom line at 22 degrees Celsius, which is the start of the comfort zone. It shows you that where the shading is required, where the winds are required, limit of light work, and then undesirable heat. Then it also shows you the requirement of sunshine gets increased as the temperature are decreasing. Similarly, this chart is again, shows you the same data, but along with limitation over light work. ठीक है, जो heavy work होता है वो heavy work होता है, वो comfortable climate में अगर करते हैं तो work efficiency बढ़ती है. ठीक है, so ये जो line आपको indicate कर रही है ये limit कर रहा है, जो heavy work है वो इसके ऊपर नहीं कर सकते हैं, इससे ऊपर अगर temperatures बढ़ते हैं तो light works कर सकते हैं, लेकिन heavy works के लिए बहुत ही uncomfortable condition हो जाता है. And you have a second line, okay, which goes beyond 38 degrees Celsius to and upwards, which indicates you unbearable temperatures, which we experience in every summer in Nagpur, and still try and manage our ways to work and work in and come to college and everything. So just relate every data that we are studying to the variations that we experience in Nagpur, because Nagpur has a composite climate. Every weather, every season is exhibited very prominently. Summer है तो बहुत harsh summer भी experience किया है, winters है तो भी हमने बहुत harsh winters experience किए हैं, right? So यही beauty है composite climate की, that every season is very well defined and it shows a peculiar character in every season and every weather. Okay, so these are very interesting charts and gives you a detailed insight about designing your enclosure. So this is how you will explain and implement bioclimatic chart. Second important tool for analysis is Mahoney's table. These tables are extensive and they look something like this. Okay, so these tables were also earlier explained to you while data collection methods were explained. So now this is again a diagram or Mahoney's table from Arvind Krishnan's book, Climate Responsive Architecture. And this is for Bangalore. So first your location is given. These Mahoney's tables are divided into two tables, okay, for 2 parts actually, 6 tables in 2 parts. So table 1 consists of all the data collection. So you arrange the data in a particular manner, in a given manner. The data of air temperature, relative humidity, rainfall and wind. This data is charted in the given manner. And in second table, you analyze that data like this. Okay. So second table gives you an insight about the strategies. We will see how. So ये 2 parts में divided होगा Mahoney's table. Okay, so that's a general information about it. Now these are certain notes which you can understand and consider for writing your answers in your assignments. So assignment questions are added after this assignment, after this presentation. So Mahoney's tables are named after architect Carl Mahoney, who worked on these tables along with John Martin Evans. Okay. So these two great architects have constructed this assessment system, which gives us an idea about what is the performance of indoor climate and what are the strategies to bring that existing climatic condition within the comfort zone. Okay. So it is an assessment system that takes into account the duration and severity of the various climatic factors. Mahoney's tables classify precisely the diurnal thermal stress in centigrade scale of temperature. Okay. Temperatures यहाँ पे centigrades में होते हैं. Many a time you will find Mahoney's tables are charted in Fahrenheit also. The comfortable, hot and cold periods are clearly outlined. Tables are readily available. Tables use readily available climatic data which you have collected in previous submission, and simple calculations give the design guidelines in manner similar to a spreadsheet, okay, as opposed to detailed thermal analysis or simulation. Okay, जो सॉफ्टवेयर की मेथड्स होती है जिसमें सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करके हम असेसमेंट करते हैं किसी क्लाइमेट का, उसी तरीके से ये भी बहुत ही एक्यूरेट और प्रिसाइज इंफॉर्मेशन देता है और डिजाइन गाइडलाइंस भी देता है. they relate design decisions to climatic stress and how to relieve it. They are simple and very easy to use. These are 6 tables. 4 are used for entering climatic data and for comparison the requirements of thermal comfort. And the remaining 2 tables, they are reading of appropriate design criteria. Okay. So design criteria के लिए last 2 tables होते हैं. An outline of the table usage is air temperature, maximum, minimum or average temperature for each month are entered into this table. You can refer to my previous presentation on data collection, in which Mahoney's tables are explained in detail, and how you're going to plot it is explained in detail. Okay. So I will quickly go through the notes that are self-explanatory about Mahoney's tables. So we will see along with these notes. Okay, let's go to the table. See, first table, just see the first table. It says air temperature. Now all the air temperature are charted. ठीक है, ये monthly temperatures है, January to December. So monthly mean max, average maximum temperature, average minimum temperature, और उसका range निकाला गया है. ठीक है, कि कितना variation होता है. So January में maximum जो averagely maximum temperature जाता है वो था 26.9 for the location of Bangalore, और जो सबसे कम टेम्परेचर एवरेज कम टेम्परेचर था वो था 15 डिग्री Celsius, and the difference comes approximately to precisely to 11.9 centigrades. So likewise you plot the data for every month. Let us see the second quantity, that is humidity, precipitation and wind. So humidity and precipitation is highlighted first, because again maximum, minimum and average figures for each month are plotted in this table, and conditions for each month is classified into humidity group. Let us see how. जैसे हमने टेम्परेचर के लिए किया, वैसे ही रिलेटिव ह्यूमिडिटी के लिए हम करते हैं. सबसे पहले एवरेज मैक्सिमम रिलेटिव ह्यूमिडिटी और एवरेज मिनिमम ह्यूमिडिटी हम प्लॉट करते हैं. सो ये दो जो रोज आपको दिख रहे हैं, ये सबसे पहले आपके फिल इन होंगे. अगेन ये जनवरी टू दिसंबर के लिए डेटा है, जनवरी, फरवरी, मार्च, सो ऑन टिल दिसंबर. ओके, उसके बाद आप इन दोनों का डिफरेंस टेम्परेचर के लिए निकालते हैं, बट रिलेटिव ह्यूमिडिटी है तो आप इसका एवरेज निकालेंगे. अब जब एवरेज का कॉलम आप फिल करते हैं तो आपको रेफर करना है ये डेटा. ह्यूमिडिटी के अलग अलग ग्रुप्स होते हैं. ह्यूमिडिटी के 4 ग्रुप्स किए गए हैं, जिसमें एक रेंज दिया गया है कि बिलो 30% ह्यूमिडिटी अगर है तो वो ग्रुप होगा 1. 30% से 50% में ह्यूमिडिटी है तो ग्रुप 2, एंड लाइकवाइज 50 to 70% है तो ग्रुप C, एंड इफ relative humidity is above 70%, then you have group 4. Okay, so likewise you analyze, you find out the average of all the monthly maximum relative humidity and minimum humidity, and then this average you check for this chart whether it fits. So average आ रहा है जनवरी का 62.5. 62.5 बैठता है आपके ह्यूमिडिटी ग्रुप 3 में 50 to 70% के बीच में. So यहाँ पे आपको ह्यूमिडिटी ग्रुप का नंबर लिखना है. लाइकवाइज यू विल जस्ट पुट डाउन ऑल द नंबर्स. ओके, ये हो गया आपका रिलेटिव ह्यूमिडिटी का सेकंड चार्ट. द थर्ड चार्ट गिव्स यू अ सिंपल आइडिया ऑफ रेनफॉल. ठीक है, हर मंथ में जो जितना mm रेनफॉल होता है वो आपने डायरेक्टली प्लॉट किया है. इसमें कोई एवरेज या डिफरेंस निकालने की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आपको टोटल करना है. यहाँ पे ये एक इन्फॉर्मेशन एडिशनल आपको देनी पड़ती है कि टोटल एनुअल रेनफॉल कितना हुआ. आफ्टर दैट यू हैव विंडरोज डायग्राम एंड यू हैव चार्टेड, यू हैव टेकन द डायरेक्शंस और डेटा ऑफ प्रिवेलिंग विंड डायरेक्शन एंड सेकंड प्राइमरी एंड सेकेंडरी विंड्स, एंड दैट डायरेक्शंस यू विल प्लॉट हियर. ठीक है, सो जनवरी में प्रिवेलिंग, ये स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक है, प्रिवेलिंग में प्रिवेलिंग चाहिए. सो जनवरी में प्रिवेलिंग विंड डायरेक्शन होता है वेस्ट से, whereas सेकेंडरी विंड होता है नॉर्थ ईस्ट या फिर साउथ ईस्ट से. सिमिलरली फरवरी, मार्च, ऐसे करते करते आप सारे डायरेक्शंस यहाँ पे प्लॉट करेंगे. इन डायरेक्शंस का रेफरेंस होगा आपकी विंडरोज डायग्राम. सो ये हो गया आपका फर्स्ट पार्ट जो यहाँ पे डिस्क्राइब किया गया है, ठीक है. सो दिस डेटा इज एंटर्ड इनटू द टेबल फॉर कंडीशंस ऑफ ईच मंथ एंड क्लासिफाई द ह्यूमिडिटी ग्रुप. Comparison of comfort conditions and climate.